WMRK Studios in Willamachi, Oklahoma, the Heartland Wrestling Radio Network presents the #1 AM radio professional wrestling broadcast in north central southeastern Oklahoma. Gifted Gordon Alamo, Buddy Hard Knocks, Turnbuckle Bronx, Turnbuckle Bunnies, saddle up, ride high and to the left. It's time for the Alamo and Knox Wrestling Rodeo.
Good morning.
Are you not? Do you need the Heimlich? Blink twice.
Good morning, Willamachi, Oklahoma.
Do you need
I don't feel great.
NyQuil? Do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
I don't feel. I need a hot toddy. I need a hot toddy.
Don't we all?
Give me some lemon and some whiskey. Welcome to the Alamo and Knox Wrestling Rodeo. I'm Gifted Gordon Alamo. That's Buddy Hard Knocks.
Yo.
We are ready. We are ripped, jacked, and pumped and ready. Not as jacked as I was last week. You know, I was thinking maybe that's what happened. Like, I'm getting sick because
Is this like a steroid hangover type thing?
What are you talking about? Is that what I thought it was just like regular
No, those weren't vitamins, Gordon. Those were anabolic steroids.
I thought those were injectable vitamins.
No. Wow. You don't inject vitamins, Gordon.
No wonder I feel so
masculine.
Off. Yeah, well, masculine and extremely off. But you know what makes me feel masculine? Mescaline. You know what makes me feel like taking mescaline is talking about All In, which we're going to do. We're going to review. We're going to break down All In this hour, in our first hour of terrestrial and podcasting. And don't forget to rate, review, subscribe wherever you get your podcasting needs met. Give us a 5-star rating. Tell us what you love about our show. That helps us get recognized in the algorithm because we are dominating India right now.
We're holding India down and having our way with it, which it's used to. That's their way.
That's right. And we're doing it in a dump filled with human feces. And you know what? I'm gonna call somebody about it here in America. I'm gonna get routed to a call center over there for sure.
It's going to happen. And Gordon, we also have another news segment on the show. You know, we are well known, legendary, if you will, for our top 5 lists. At the end of this hour, we are doing an all new thing in celebration of All In, the Casino Battle Royal Gauntlet Battle Bowl Tower of Doom. We are going to do a random top 5 list where I have a specially selected top 5. I'm going to spring it on you. Like put, a little snare down, some leaves over the top. You're going to come out of the forest looking for a carrot, sniff it, and up you go for your top 5 picks. Yeah, we're going to do some hunting stuff. And then you're going to do the same thing to me. This time I'm going to be the bunny rabbit. Coming by, sniffing the snare of top 5. Is that a good analogy? It's not, is it?
I should. One thing's for sure. I want to be Elmer Fudd with the shotgun, pointing it at, your head, duck season, rabbit season. I don't know where I was going with that. But where we're going right now, buddy, is we are going with the latest and greatest news from around the world.
Hey, Gordon, stop. Gordon. What? Josh wanted me to surprise you with this. After your weeks and weeks of requesting, Gordon, we have a theme for breaking news now.
Oh, awesome.
All right, we're going to play it. Josh, go ahead and hit that for us.
The Alamo and Knox Wrestling Rodeo now presents Breaking News and Stuff.
Where did that eagle land, Gordon?
Why was the contra blast of me hitting the spray gun? How did that make it in there? Wow. Thank you, Josh, for an incredibly long and unnecessary breaking news or news segment right here on the Alamo Knox. Thank you to Megan Fox, too.
Thank you, Megan. We appreciate you, friend of the show, Megan Fox.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, first story of the day, JBL makes I'm still laughing at it. JBL makes a surprise appearance at TNA Emergence and whispers something into Nick Nemeth's ear. Now, JBL made an appearance at GCW earlier, or I think it was last week actually, clotheslined Effie out of his boots. That was the first time Effie's been hit in the chest that hard by a real man in a long time.
Hey, real quick, are we talking JBL, not the speakers?
Yeah, JBL. Justin Bradshaw, wait, is it
Isn't
Jordan?
It's Justin Hawk, Leif.
Bradshaw, Layfield. That guy, the big Texan guy, made an appearance. So what I want to ask you is we're going to skip the context of this story, and we're each going to take one guess at what JBL whispered in Nick Nemeth's ear at TNA. Go.
I don't know exactly what was said, but I'm just going to go with my gut feeling here. I think it was the exact thing that Bill Murray whispered in Scarlett Johansson's ear at the end of Lost in Translation, which was, "Please blow me."
Oh.
Dump that, Josh. I mean, it's 6:07 right now.
I mean, there's kids going to school like
damn it, buddy.
Last week.
Damn it.
What
do you think that he whispered in the ear?
I think he whispered in his ear, "It's never going to get any better than this."
I mean, in which case he's right. I mean, this is pretty much as good as it gets for young or old Nick Nemeth, who is just celebrated his 65th birthday in GCW the other night. So happy birthday, Nick.
Congratulations, Nick. You're literally not going to get any better than TNA. Okay, moving on to the next story. This one shall tickle our fans over in the Russian Federation. Artyom Chingvistiev, the husband of Nikki Garcia, arrested on domestic violence charges. Now, we here at the Alamo Knox Wrestling Rodeo want to say we do not condone, condemn, or love anybody that beats on a woman.
Unless you're hungry and she's not making your food.
Right. I was just about to say, unless the Hot Pockets, I mean, there's a method to this. You don't let the stuff leak out the side. I don't want liquid hot molten Hot Pocket juice on my hands. Make sure it stays in there.
Candy works on a timer, and she knows that when that timer goes off, if that food is not right in front of me, she's getting an axe kick. I'm going to axe kick her shoulder and separate it.
And just like in Best of the Best. Good reference. So according to TMZ records or police records in Napa, California, revealed that the Dancing with Stars alum was booked at Napa County Jail, which, boy, oh boy, that's probably a hop in jail out there, on Thursday for a domestic violence charge. It's unclear the exact circumstances, but noted that former WWE star Nikki Garcia said she was also in Napa. Anyways,
Hey, can we back up just for a second? I need you with your cold to try to pronounce his name one more time. Please, go ahead.
Artyom Chingvistiev.
That was really good, Gordon. That was really good. Do you need a neti pot?
I think I might. I think I need some actual pot, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that wasn't veiled at all. Hey, so who was beating up who?
So apparently he got arrested. There's not a lot of tidbits other than the fact that the police were called and he was booked into a Napa County jail for domestic violence charges. Now, there is something that came out a little bit later about her possibly throwing some shoes at him or something, and she has asked that we respect their personal, private family matters.
What are you doing, Gordon? She asked you to respect their privacy at this very delicate time, and here we are blasting it all out to Willamachi, which has a population of well over 135 people.
Right. And I just think that this is a cautionary tale. Do not, whatever
marry a
you
Bella.
Do, I was going to say marry a Russian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I just thought if you married a Bella, you're not getting your Hot Pockets on time. I mean, that's just a given.
I mean, she's going to mess those up each and every time. Do you think, let's ponder this for a minute. Do you think in this domestic violence assault or we can't call it an assault, allegedly domestic violence incident that happened, that Mr. RTM gave her an attitude adjustment?
I would wager so. I mean, he is a licensed chiropractor and he's gay because he dances. And we all know that men who dance. Gordon, how many times in your life have you danced of your own volition? Not under like some psychotropic medication. I mean, you just were like, hey, I'm going to go out there and dance. How many times has that happened?
Zero
times.
Yeah, because I'm a red-blooded American male, for God's
Yeah,
sakes.
I also
American
don't
males.
dance.
American males.
We were supposed to do it at the same time. I don't dance either. RTM, though, is from a country known for poofdas.
What's a poofda?
It's a British term for Russians.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on. Next story. Then now this one is going to be. I'm going to be watching this. So Netflix is putting out a documentary called Mr. McMahon.
I
And
can't.
I know this is a very sensitive subject for you that premieres on September 25th.
I just can't.
I'm
not ready
yet.
I'm not ready.
I have to ask though, were you interviewed for this groundbreaking documentary exposing the real Vince McMahon?
I was not. They approached me in a dark alley when I was wearing a mini skirt, and I wasn't asking for it, and I said no. And then they kept asking, and I said no again. And then they kidnapped me and put me on a pirate ship. No, I did not. I flatly refuse to speak about this. I don't even want to speak about it. Maybe we'll do a review, and I will tell my side of the story when it comes out.
All right. And last but not least, Jesse Ventura says he will not bury the hatchet with Hulk Hogan and wants an apology for ratting him out. The former governor of Minnesota appeared on Insight with Chris Van Vliet, which should be the most, probably the stupidest podcast ever, about his decade-long hatred of Hulk Hogan. So when asked if he would bury the hatchet with Hogan, Ventura simply said no. When pressed if he would even talk to Hogan, he added, "I don't know. He betrayed me." He went on to explain that Hogan ratted him out to Vince McMahon after he attempted to unionize the wrestlers just prior to WrestleMania 2. Now, the question is, buddy, do you think wrestlers should be unionized?
I don't even know what
Not
a union
euthanized.
is.
Unionized.
Oh, euthanized. Yes, I think you should put them down. I think you should put most of them down. Before they put down themselves, Gordon, most of them have CTE. Like, we should do the humane thing here, in the arms of an angel, and we should shuffle most of the wrestlers off of this mortal coil. Yes, I believe that.
I think that unionizing wrestlers.
Oh, unionizing them.
Yeah, not euthanizing. I said not euthanizing, unionizing.
I don't know what is a union, Gordon? This is Oklahoma. We don't have those here.
Yeah, a union is where people get together and get more than they're actually deserved so they make like, there's a bunch of them and they're just like, we're underpaid. And then they all tell the boss that, hey, if you don't pay us, we're all going to collectively not do stuff. And then because of that, the mob got involved and they own all the unions anyways. It's a big mess. Mess.
Then no, I don't think that there should be any unions. Just euthanizing. That's all there should be in wrestling.
Okay. All right. Now it's time for fact or fiction with Buddy Hard Knocks. This is where I will say a purported wrestling story from the annals of professional of professional wrestling, and you will tell me whether this story is fact or fiction.
I'm ready. Here we go.
Tommy Dreamer has reportedly said that he had a plan to kill Paul Heyman at WrestleMania 19 in the ring, do his pose, and then kill himself.
What? That's got to be fiction, Gordon.
Oh, so you're confused because you remember he used to do like the crucifix arms out pose.
Right.
Is that what's throwing you off, or is it the murder part?
The whole murder thing is a little bit weird. Yeah, I mean,
no, that is actually true.
That cannot be true, Gordon. Where do you get these things from?
Tommy Dreamer on a recent Busted Open Radio admitted, or it was actually a year and a half ago, admitted that he had a plan where he would kill Paul Heyman on live television at WrestleMania 19, do his pose, then kill himself as a way to exit both him and Paul Heyman from the business.
Holy cow. That just took a serious turn there. I don't even know what to say about that. That's disturbing.
Okay. The next story. Ken Patera, he threw a boulder through a McDonald's drive-through window because they wouldn't serve him leftover burgers at near closing, which he was certainly going to pay for.
I 100% believe that. I believe that is true.
That is 100% fact. Ken Patera on a road trip decided he needed them burgers. He needed them quick, and no one was going to stand in his way.
And he threw a boulder through a McDonald's?
Yeah, well, you know.
How big is the boulder?
As we witnessed last week, steroids can do weird stuff to you.
Ken Patera was on steroids?
All of them. Like, you know how much I took last week? Triple that amount in a day.
Dang, that's a lot of juice for Mr. Patera.
And last but not least, during the Cruiserweight Classic, Kota Ibushi met Vince McMahon in the hallway. He didn't know who Vince McMahon was. He didn't shake his hand and opted for a high five, simply saying, "What's up, big man?" backstage.
That has to be and is, in fact, 100% true.
It is 100% true.
Because Kota Ibushi is stupid.
Is what?
Stupid. He's stupid. Like, he's verifiably stupid. You know that they put him on a plane? He got lost in the middle of America, and they had to send Shinsuke Nakamura to go find him because he was wandering around an airport like a transient. He's not bright, Gordon. He's just not.
Is that fact?
That is 100% fact. During the Cruiserweight Classic, in fact, they flew him over. He ended up in the wrong city because he took the wrong connecting flight, and they had to send Shinsuke Nakamura to go find him because he was just wandering around the airport.
That's amazing. I can't believe you turned the tables on me. Actually, I have one more story here, fact or fiction. Vince McMahon would not sign the former amazing, actually, female professional wrestler Gail Kim until Jim Ross explained to him how popular Asian porn was.
I did know this. I've heard this story, in fact, and this is true, 100% true.
This is 100% true. That's right. So that concludes it for this week's edition of Fact or Fiction with Buddy Hard Knocks. Buddy, you knocked it out of the park today. But we're going to knock it out of the park next segment as we go in depth. Depth. What?
I mean,
that's a spoiler. You just spoiled it.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go get some of that DM, that Robitussin that you got over there. Let's drink some of that before we do the All In.
Good idea. So we're going to review All In when we come back from this break. Right
High
here
on Robitussin.
On WMRK in Willamachi, Oklahoma. We'll be right back.
On Robitussin. High on Robitussin.
This feels like we should break dance.
Let's break dance. Let's get that cardboard out after we're done drinking this Robitussin.
That's right.
Welcome back to the Alamo Knox Wrestling Rodeo, WMMRK, Willamachi, Oklahoma. Time now, 6:18. Thank you for the traffic update from our good friend Shep Chrysler. He sounded a little bit like he had some cough medicine this morning, too. All right, Gordon, it's the time that we have not been waiting for. We've been putting this off. In fact, we even discussed not doing this segment at all in pre-production today, but we got to because this is why you tune in. Gordon, it's time for us to talk about All In.
Yep.
And let me just say as a summary, and I think this is not a surprise to anybody, All In is pretty much all that we expected it would be. Right, Gordon?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It was,
We're just going to go quickly through this, and I'm going to read the match. Here's the match. And I want you, Gordon, we're going to do word association. We're just going to read the match. You give me a word.
Okay.
And then I'll respond with a word. Are you ready?
All right. Yep.
Willow Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii defeated Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway at 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Gordon?
Lots of thighs.
Lots of thighs. I put potato. Just potato. That's my one word. Right. Potato. All right.
Should we rate it real quick?
Yeah, on a scale of what do we do? 1 to 4?
Yeah, I don't know.
5?
Let's do 5. 1 to 5 Brody Boots. What do you give this match? Spoiler alert, 1.5.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't even remember this match.
Okay, right on.
2? I'm going to say 2.
Yeah, let's go 2. 2 sounds good.
Yeah, because I like Willow. I mean, I think she's all right. I don't know what this match was, why it was a match, why it was happening, why it turned out the way. I don't know any of that stuff. So we'll just give it a 2 for Willow. All right, next match.
Yes.
The Von Erichs. You may remember them as Marshall and Ross, Sammy Guevara, Katsuyori Shibata, and Dustin Rhodes with Kevin Von Erich defeated the Undisputed Kingdom, Cage of Agony by pinfall. 11 minutes, 10 seconds, Gordon. One word.
Vagrants.
Good one. I'm going with Suicide. All right. Next match. Pac in the Blackpool Combat Club, which is, in case you forgot.
Did you say Hawk from the Road Warriors? Is he back from the dead?
Hawk is back from the dead. Animal still dead. So
that
Hawk
Tui girl. The Hawk Tui girl was there?
Yeah, she's there too. $30,000 of her with the Blackpool Combat Club, which in case you forgot was Claudio Castagnoli. Wheeler Yuta defeated the Patriarchy, which is Christian Cage, the Dinosaur Guy, and Nick Wayne with Mother Wayne. Bang Bang Gang, which is Juice Robinson, Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, and House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews, by retrieving the championship belts in a 4-way London ladder match, 18 minutes and 50 seconds. Gordon, just give us one word to kill this sucker.
I already checked out because that was so long, what you were just saying. I didn't even know what you were saying. I'm going to say, by the way, our predictions were 100% accurate. Go back.
Again, you can go back and listen. Yep.
I'm going to say Dirty Sanchez used to kick those girls out of the bang bus all the time.
And this time, the winner was nobody. The winner was nobody.
Yep.
Give it a rating. You? Give it a rating.
What? You want me to give it a rating?
Yeah, give it a rating. One to 5.
Let's go 2. 2 sound good?
Yeah, 2's good. Here's what I don't understand. Where was John Moxley? Besides sucking somewhere in Cleveland or wherever he's from, Cincinnati, wherever he's from. Where was he?
Maybe they wouldn't let him over because he has a bloodborne illness or too many DUIs. I'm gonna guess
both
bloodborne illnesses on this one.
All right, Gordon. Mariah May, she defeated Timeless Tony Storm with Luther by pinfall for the AEW Women's World Championship. 15 minutes, 15 seconds. Gordon, give me a name, a word, a number.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to go ahead and say scissors.
Okay. All right. I was going to go just butts. But here's the thing, Gordon, and I mean this in all seriousness.
Yeah.
If you came over to my house and you knocked on the door and my beautiful wife opened the door.
Wait. Let's role play this.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. You're coming over to my house. And I'm going to be my wife. Hello, Mr. Hello.
Hi, it's me, Gordon.
Hi, Gordon. I'm not wearing any underwear.
Well, that's a little bit too much information, Candy.
Please come on in.
Wait, why am I coming in?
Oh, okay. I'm talking like this.
Okay, well, hold on. I'm walking in.
All right, have a seat. I'll go get Buddy. He's lifting weights. They're so heavy. The weights that he's lifting. Let me go get him. Honey, put down those heavy weights. Gordon is here.
Make sure that vein in your leg doesn't pop there, old man.
All right. Gordon, I can't continue this. Let me just say that what I was going to say is that this was my favorite match of the night, legitimately. I thought this was the best wrestling match of the night. And, we'll talk about it later, but Dave Meltzer disagreed with us about that. And, he had his own opinions. We'll talk about that later. Gordon, give that a rating. Mariah May.
I actually did enjoy this match better than a lot of people did. I thought it was a decent match. I wouldn't say it was the best wrestling match for me of the night, but it was definitely up there. It was in the top 3. So I'm going to give it, because it was in the top 3, and I would like to give both Mariah and Tony my 3.
Your top 3 what?
My top 3. I'm going to give it a 3.
You have 3 nuts?
I'm going to give it a 3.
All right. This is probably what you thought was the best match of the night, because it was Hook defeating Chris Jericho with Big Bill and Brian Keith by submission for the last chance match for the FTW Championship. 10 minutes, 15 seconds.
Like I'm not even kidding when I say this. Like we have fun with AEW. We riff on it. Everything you say sounds exhausting.
Right. It takes me longer to say what the match is than some of the matches.
Right, because everyone's got a second or a third person, so you have to talk about them, and then it's the guys who are in the actual match for a title that has a long title. It just makes no sense. Anyways, I'm going to say the one-word association is tiny.
Gordon, we locked it in again. Not only were we 100% with all the predictions for this card, but we were just 100% with our psychic transmission of the same word. Gordon, my word was tiny too, because Hook is tiny.
He's tiny.
He's little man, and
And
it
when
was exhausting watching that match.
And what is Brian Keith? Like
He's little too.
You're gonna stick him next to Big Bill?
You can stick anybody next to Big Bill. Big Bill looks like he has his own solar system compared to everybody else in AEW.
Yeah.
By the way, on so much gas, so much gear, so much juice.
All of the gas?
All of it.
Maybe?
Yes, sir. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. We are only halfway through this card, Gordon. I'm not lying.
Yeah, this is so aggravating. I'm not on steroids anymore, and this is aggravating me.
Let's try and make it fast with the Young Bucks defeating FTR and the Acclaimed with Billy Gunn by pinfall for the AEW.
Work out.
I mean, do something, guys.
Listen,
Listen, lift
for the love of God.
something, because now you're wearing shirts like your La Parka. You know what I mean? You're wearing shirts. You're not even in your 40s yet. Why are we in the shirt era, right? Like, we're there. You're already short, and now you're just so pudgy and weird. You're doing the Just for Men thing with your hair. You're combing that through now. Guys, have some respect. And what was up with FTR, that match? Like, they just threw it all away. Threw it all. What happened to that tag team that we all loved, and we knew and loved, that wowed us with their expertise? What happened, Gordon? Where are they?
It wowed us just a stinking year ago. It's so crazy to me how much this company has changed in a year, and not for the better. It is continually disappointing, especially with these long matches. Oh yeah, let me give it a boot. I don't know, 2 1/4.
We'll go with that. Next match, I'm not even going to read all the participants in this thing, but it's the Casino Gauntlet match. Christian Cage won it, and Ricochet debuted. And also, and maybe the surprise of the night, Nigel McGuinness was there as well.
I give Nigel McGuinness coming out 5. I love Nigel. I loved his work in Ring of Honor. It's not going to be, he's not obviously not a shadow of his former self. Well, actually, he looked pretty good. I'm going to say he looked pretty
for a
good.
man near 50, Gordon, you and me are almost near 50 ourselves. We look way better. We look way better than Nigel McGuinness does, but he's British. You got to give him some breaks.
Yeah, I'm going to say for the word for this match is cluster.
Definitely a cluster, but it was a cluster that saw Christian Cage inexplicably winning. All right. Will Ospreay defeated MJF, and there's only 2 people in this match, thankfully, for the AEW International Championship. Gordon?
This was my match of the night. Honestly, I thought this was the best wrestling match. Apparently, from the ending of the match where Will Ospreay did the Tiger Driver 94-3-18.
He put a year on it. Yep.
He put it, yeah, whatever. It actually herniated some discs apparently in MJF's neck, because when you drop someone on their head, that's going to happen. I don't know if they because AEW is such a safe company, I don't know if they went over that at all with the guys, like, hey, don't try not to drop anybody on their heads. But anyways, I really actually did enjoy this match quite a bit. I'm going to say 3.67 or 3.75, and my word is neck.
Yeah, Nick, I would go with both the rating and the word. It was a good match. I didn't think great, but good, especially compared to everything else on the card. I thought it was a good match, especially compared to this next match. Mercedes Money with Camille Brickhouse defeated Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, by pinfall for the AEW TBS Championship, 17 minutes, 25 seconds.
17 agonizing minutes.
I just could not. If I had ketamine, I would have taken it right then. If I had some horse tranquilizers to just get me out of the living hell of that match, I could not deal with it.
I was trying to get my cat to piss in my face.
How do you coax that? Do you just, is there a button you press?
Yeah, you like rub their belts or something.
Tell me, Gordon, what is up? What is up with the finishing move? The Banks money or the
we
money
talked about
statement.
this offline.
What is with that?
What is that? What, like, I don't even want to go into
how come listen, if she picks you up, stop wrapping your legs around her. She's not going to be able to do the move. Why do they all wrap their legs around her?
Here's the thing, ladies, if you're listening, because I know a lot of the ladies in the AEW locker room listen, put your
without
feet on
pants
the mat.
on. They don't have any pants on when they listen to us, and they slide right off their chairs because we're stimulating. Put this near your hole. Let me.
Orgasms, all of them. But back to my sage-like wrestling advice: put your feet on the mat, and she won't be able to do it. Like literally, all you have to do is go whoop and put your feet on the mat. Done. Easy counter.
All right. So
Turn up the bass. Put your beeve.
Oh shit. All right. For the Jack Perry defeated Darby Allin for the mayorship of the Lollipop Guild in a coffin match. Gordon, who won here? I mean, we know who won.
Therapy wins.
Oh my gosh, what an interminable match. I thought it was never going to stop.
And we have talked about it. We like Darby Allin. He's small, but it looks like he is literally throwing everything he has at his opponent. Nothing looks phoned in. He just looks like he wants to hurt the other guy with his own body sometimes. I love Darby Allin. This match was a stinker. This is 1.5 Brody boots tops, and on top of that, Jack Perry needs to go to a therapist and talk about his issues with the much better, much more popular, much higher paid CM Punk. It's over. It's over.
It is over. And why? I know we're jumping ahead a little bit. Why is Sting back, Gordon? Why? I thought he was gone. And I like Sting. But I want to say goodbye and just have it be goodbye and not have you show up at my house every week with the boombox outside my window, you know, playing the Peter Gabriel song. It's over. Did
you come? Wait, drop that. Dump that. I was supposed to say climax. Climax is the FCC
Yeah, that's the appropriate Three's Company word. All right, Gordon, we're almost done with this, I promise.
I hate this segment.
Bryan Danielson defeated Swerve Strickland in a title versus career match, and of course he won 26 minutes. Give me one word for little Bryan Danielson's Pyrrhic victory. Go ahead.
Kids.
I would go. What would I go? Cornrows. That's 2 words.
Oh.
But I was just distracted the entire match by Bryan Danielson's hair. Listen. Actually, no, I changed it from cornrows. I'm changing it. Here's my one word. CTE.
Yes.
You gonna get it. Stop fishing. I don't know why I sounded like Dusty Rhodes briefly there. You gonna get it. You gonna get that CTE.
You gonna get that CTE, baby.
All right.
That CTE gonna come for
Gordon,
you.
when we come back,
is so long.
It's so long. That's why we're getting out of it right now.
Okay.
Gordon, when we come back, we are going to talk about Bash in Berlin. We're going to do some pick'ems for that right away. Coming up on the Alamo Knox Wrestling Rodeo, you're listening to WMRK, Willamachi, Oklahoma.
This is the song I would play if I was mounting Tony Storm.
This song right here?
Yeah, but of course she's stuck in the dryer. And I'm
but
like,
you don't
hey,
need
get
to
your
do that,
socks out
Gordon.
of
You
the
know why?
dryer.
Because she's listening right now.
Why? That's right. Welcome back to the Alamo Knox Wrestling Rodeo. The time now is 6:46. And we are cruising through the first hour on terrestrial radio and the podcast. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe wherever you get your podcasting needs met. After talking about All In, we went and did a cold plunge because I'm making everyone in the station do cold plunges now. And
we did some Wim Hof
plunge.
breathing.
Go ahead. That's right. And we cleansed our palates because we're going to talk about, this is a palate cleanser. We're going to talk about our predictions for Bash in Berlin, which is going to happen. Yeah, Josh. Okay. Josh again frantically waving his arms, looks like an Oompa Loompa today. What a piece of crap that guy is.
This can't be right. He just put it across the board here. He says Dave Meltzer's on the line. Dave Meltzer, we've never talked to Dave Meltzer before.
We were actually going to talk about how atrocious his well, let's patch him through. Okay, go. You're on live with Buddy Hard Knocks and Gifted Gordon Alamo. Dave Meltzer.
Hello, Gordon. Hello, Buddy. It's me, Dave Meltzer, legendary wrestling journalist, noted amateur bodybuilder, and overall weird guy on the autism spectrum. I'm thrilled to be with you today, but I do have some issues with your ratings for All In. I'd like to go over the card really quick and tell you why you are wrong. I think that, objectively, you should apologize to Tony Khan, who is, in my completely, 100% unbiased opinion, the second greatest human being ever to walk on this planet.
I mean,
Wow.
I get that. I mean, what you're saying there, Dave. I mean, you sound suspiciously not like Dave Meltzer, but I understand what you're saying. But you know, we are two wrestling journalists, and we have our opinion. Maybe you have yours. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Which is
I can
fine.
understand
Everyone's
why
entitled
you
to
would
their
have
opinion.
questions about this, but let me assure you this is actually Dave Meltzer. You can tell by my organized thought process, extremely masculine voice, and razor-sharp commentary. Also, I am completely objective and not on anyone's payroll. Now, back to the apology. In order for this to work, you are going to need to make a call to Tony Khan. For this, you are going to need to use a phone, but it's not a normal phone. It has a bone in it. For our purposes, I need you to make a call on it. Pick it up, Gordon. Pick up the bone phone. Grab it.
Wait, are you trying to tell me to pick up a robotic part?
What's a bone
and,
phone?
like, yeah, what's a bone phone? Like, what
If
are
you
you
will
talking
not make
about?
the appropriate call, then I will have to correct your ratings. Here are the official Dave Meltzer ratings for all in 2024.
Okay.
Willow and Japanese Senior Citizen versus Statlander and Stokely, 5.5 stars. Remarkable. The 10-man tag match with the Lesser Rhodes, the Kid with the Panda Head, the only Von Erichs that have not shot themselves, versus Undisputed Kingdom and Cage of Agony, 6.75 stars. The Blackpool Combat Club versus the Patriarchy, the Bang Bang Gang and Little Tommy End and his gang of spooky friends, 10.5 stars. Mariah May versus Tony Storm in the Ass Classic, 15 stars. Hook beat Chris Jericho in what many are calling the single greatest match ever in human history, 17.75 stars. The Casino Gauntlet match was so great that I achieved an earth-shattering climax so violent that I was paralyzed from the waist down for 3 hours, 21 stars.
That's an insane rating there, Dave. You know, something about this feels familiar. Like we've been here before.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and say, I don't know about you, Gordon. I don't think this is Dave. I don't think this is Dave Meltzer.
I don't think. Yeah, these ratings out of control.
Out of control. I mean, Dave Meltzer certainly wouldn't give ratings this crazy to that card, right, Gordon?
No.
I mean,
No.
I'm not done.
oh, sorry.
I am Dave Meltzer, the greatest and most unbiased journalist in the history of journalism. Please don't interrupt me again.
I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead,
TV
please.
ratings don't matter. Okay, moving on. The Young Bucks beat FTR and the Acclaimed, and this was the equivalent of the entire pantheon of Norse gods blowing me at the same time and riding my bare ass like an 8-legged horse through the hallowed battle halls in Valhalla until I was reincarnated as Odin's concubine in the 9th level of Viking heaven, 30 stars. Will Ospreay beat the little Jewish guy, and the moon fell out of the sky and collided with Earth, destroying all of the AEW non-believers and replacing them with sex robots with 13 holes each. 45 stars. Mercedes Money redefined the nature of reality by unveiling what is surely the single greatest finishing maneuver in the history of professional wrestling and creating a new paradigm where gender doesn't exist, 51.5 stars. Bryan Danielson clearly cemented his status as the most amazing wrestler of all time ever in history, which everyone obviously knows to be true, and no one can dispute this, because I'm Dave Meltzer. 62 stars. And finally, Sting came back, and all of my wettest dreams combined in a tidal wave wrestling observed jazz that sunk 3 small islands in the South Pacific. I don't normally rate things this high, but times are changing, and you have to keep up, so I rated Sting's return as 88 stars, if you know what I mean, Hammerskin. Drop it.
I mean, listen, I think
Wait,
we all
wait.
understand.
I mean, this is progressively you're giving each match more and more stars. This is wild. This is unhinged. I can't believe that Dave, if you really are Dave Meltzer, why it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Hey, that's all fine and good and everything, but coincidentally, do you know where Sting is? I am clearly Dave Meltzer, and have wondrous powers of investigative journalism, but I'm having a hard time finding him. And when I say hard, I mean really hard. If I was a keeper with a titanium alloy erection, it would be extremely hard. That kind of hard. So, I know you guys have connections. Have you seen Sting?
I mean, I think we know what's going on.
Alex.
It's Alex.
Alex.
It's
Alex.
It's Alex from Detroit. Alex, you don't have to pretend to be Dave Meltzer, okay? We all know that Dave Meltzer, he loves us, he respects us, but he's not calling the Alamo Knox Wrestling Rodeo. He's not up this early. Right now, it's like, what, 3 o'clock in the morning in California? I mean, come on.
Look, I don't know who you take me for, but this is not Alex from Detroit. This is Dave Meltzer. I gave you my completely unrealistic ratings for All In. I have wandered from the main point of this conversation at least 30 times, and I am obviously on steroids. You can tell this by my grotesque muscles, especially in my veiny flesh member. What other proof do you need? Drop it.
I mean, really, Alex, thank you for calling. We appreciate you calling and touching base.
Much, Alex.
It's really great to hear from you. But yeah, if you really want to find Sting, if you're really interested in where Sting is, there's probably one place, Venice Beach, that you could look for him.
Okay, look,
California.
You got me. This isn't Dave Meltzer.
I know.
Perhaps I gave away too much by being too muscular and not rating AEW matches higher like the real Dave Meltzer would have done.
Yeah, that's a
Good
good
job, guys.
Yeah, it's very true.
This is actually Brian Alvarez from the Wrestling Observer. Let me pause one moment from servicing Dave through the glory hole in the office wall and ask one important question. Have you guys seen Sting?
All right. Hey, Josh, just dump this guy. Dump Alex. Thank you, Alex, for calling. We appreciate you. Don't call back ever again, but we appreciate you calling. That was not, in fact, Dave Meltzer. Everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're a new listener to the program, that's Alex from Detroit, longtime listener, 80-time caller.
Yeah, been obsessed with Sting since he rescued him from Capital Combat, allegedly, back in the day. But he's on a constant search for Sting. But we appreciate you, Alex. Thanks for calling in, and we're gonna move on here after
Gordon,
all-in debacle.
We have a sponsor this week.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So this week's sponsor, Gordon, is Firebase, Willamachi's premier role-playing game, anime, comic book, and adult superstore. You know, at Firebase, they know what neckbeards want, and what they want is to touch cartoon boobs. Human women are so complicated, Gordon, with their mouths that talk and brains that sometimes think things that are complicated and annoying. That's why at Firebase, they have Willamachi's largest collection of tabletop role-playing games, comic books, and cartoon boobs. Now, you can't touch these boobs or talk to them, but you can make believe. And that's what it is to be a modern man living in a child's body in a world of make-believe with animated bazongas. Not only that, but at Firebase, you can meet other chubby dudes just like you, super nice guys with fedoras that would be the best boyfriends ever if only women liked nice guys and not dudes who spent all their time looking at animated Japanese boobs. And for a limited time, Gordon, you can get the very limited edition Alamo Knox Funko Pop, which is produced in a series of only 69 while supplies last. It's got the Comfort Thrust Gordon Alamo with ultra-realistic linen pants and diamond hard Buddy Hard Knox with all 12 of my autistic children in a collector's case that you and your family will treasure for generations to come. So hop on down to Firebase right there on Main Street. They're open 7 days a week for all your animated boob needs. It's Firebase, where all of Willamachi's men go when they have lost all hope. Thank you,
wow,
Firebase.
Thank you, Firebase, for sponsoring this episode of the Alamo Knox Wrestling Rodeo. All right, we're going to go to our break. When we come back, the Casino Battle Royal of Top 5 lists ensues right here on the Alamo Knox Wrestling Rodeo. You're listening to WMRK in Willamachi, Oklahoma, and the Heartland Wrestling Radio Network. We'll be right back.
Hey, Gordon.
Yes.
Can you pass me the soap? I gotta wash myself off. I'm dirty.
Oh, you're so dirty. So dirty.
That was a weird
You
thing.
like Irish Spring?
I do. I like the way it smells like Ireland. Have you ever been to Ireland? No. Welcome back to the Alamo
no,
Knox Wrestling
because I
Rodeo.
don't- Yeah.
Oh, are we available in Ireland? Josh, are the Irish hearing us right now?
I think we are. I think the Irish are allowed to listen to us. The totalitarian government of the EU hasn't censored us in Ireland yet.
Not yet, but once they really get a hold of our content and can get past our indecipherable Oklahoman accents, we're in trouble. Welcome back to the Alamo Knox.
That's right.
We're running over this whole hour, but we've saved ourselves for you. We have let it build up for weeks and weeks and weeks, and now we need you to lay perfectly still like a star.
And we're getting married.
We're getting married right after.
Yeah, we're getting married.
Because we're about to spring it on you. It's our random Casino Battle Royal, Battle Bowl, Gauntlet, Royal Rumble of top 5 lists where I give Gordon my top 5. I say, here, Gordon, come up with top 5. Then he gives me one. And then you just have to sit there with the camera and watch us while we do it. So hold the camera straight. Don't look down.
That's right.
We're not feet guys, all right? Keep it up above the waist, except for the key shots. And then let's go with the random Battle Bowl top 5. Shall I go first?
Okay, you go first.
We did not,
Yes,
ladies and
please.
gentlemen, rehearse this beforehand at all. This is completely off the cuff improvisational radio. Are you ready, Gordon?
All right, I'm ready. I have to. Yeah, I'm ready. I have to sit up straight. Okay, go. I'm ready.
Top 5 pile drivers of all time. Not individual times that the pile driver was used, but the top 5 purveyors of the pile driver. Gordon?
Okay, do I have to list them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all in
We
rapid
can do
order?
no particular
Or
order.
how do you,
however you want to do it.
okay. But I have to do it all in one. We don't go back and forth.
Yeah, no, just one go.
Okay. Number 1, Paul Orndorff. Number 2, Terry Funk. Number 3, Raven. Number 4, oh gosh. Number 4 would be Kevin Owens because of the package pile driver, and number 5 would be oh man, this is tough. It's so tough to be put on the spot. Number 5 would be
You already said Lawler, right?
no.
I mean, I'm not trying to help you out there, but
no, Lawler, Jerry Lawler. That's number 5.
I mean,
Jerry
you got to have Lawler, but that was impressive, Gordon. That was impressive. With no prompting whatsoever, the top 5.
Okay, so what about-
wait, hold on. Out of those, who would be the best pile driver of all time? Out of those 5,
Oh man, I would say Paul Orndorff for me is truly the best pile driver.
I'd say Lawler.
Because here's the thing with Paul Orndorff's pile driver, he would jump. Like Paul Orndorff, because he was so gassed to the gills, would literally jump and then pile drive them. Lawler would be number 2 though. Lawler's pile driver was pretty incredible.
No, I didn't even think about the jumping part. And Lawler's stuff worked best on 13-year-old girls.
That's right. That's right. Okay, are you ready for mine?
I'm ready, willing, and able. Please fire away.
All right. The first one is the list top 5 Japanese women who look like men. Go.
Okay, so we're gonna go with I'm going Aja Kong. Looks like
All right, I'm changing it on you. A new entrant has come in. Top 5 Ricochet lovers. Go.
Tessa Blanchard.
Okay.
And Casey Cantazzaro.
Here comes another entrance in. The top 5 biggest arms in the history of wrestling. Go.
Superstar Billy Graham. Hulk Hogan. Jesse Ventura.
5, 4, 3, 2. Top 5 sexiest wrestlers of the 90s. Go.
Oh gosh. Sonny. Wait. Is she a wrestler? Are we talking to women or men here? Because I don't swing that way. All right, the door only goes in one way.
I just said top 5 sexiest wrestlers of the 90s.
The 90s were rough.
Duke Jose.
Val Venus. I would say
3, 2, 1. The number 1 top 5 best occupational wrestlers. Go.
Repo Man. Is Max Moon an occupation? Duke the Dumpster.
And that concludes.
Mountie.
We've hit
The Mountie,
buzzer.
Gordon, it's the Mountie.
Are you pointing at him? Where's the Mountie?
He's coming down right now to this theme song.
From the WMRP
Oh,
wow.
that's the completely wrong.
Where did our theme song go?
You know what, Gordon? I think we're just gonna let it be. Just let it be. You know what I mean?
But we need the theme song though.
Josh, what are you
Where's
doing
the
over
theme
there?
song?
You know, he's doing so much better with that really stellar news intro, and then this happened. Hold on.
I mean, is he doing kegels back there? What's going on here? I mean, we need an outro. I can't do this silently. This is like when I used to put on Team Sleep for all the girls I'd bring into my bedroom. It needs to happen. This outro needs to happen. You ever listen to that record? It's a good record.
Not for that purpose. I always was partial to Kansas's leftovers. That's how I did it. Just throw on some Kansas, and they eventually either leave or get bored enough to let you put it in. All right, hold on. Look what I found. There it is. We had been waiting for this moment, and here it is.
No more soaking. You can stop jumping on the bed. Thank you so much for joining us on the first hour of the Alamo Knox Wrestling Rodeo. Stay tuned
like an
for
hour
our
and a
number
half.
2 and 3. Yeah, for terrestrial radio. We thank you guys for tuning in. This has been quite the experience. We will see you next time right here on the Alamo Knox Wrestling Rodeo. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time right here. For Buddy over there, I'm Gifted Gordon Alamo. Good night, everybody.